Acacia Network 2021-2022 Year in Review. Acacia Network is a premier Latino-founded multi-service organization whose rich history and community-based efforts go back 6 decades to the work of Puerto Rican community leaders and activists in the South Bronx. Today, we are one of the leading Latino-led human services nonprofits in New York City and one of the largest in the nation, serving more than 150,000 individuals annually through integrated, trauma-informed programs in the areas of health, housing, social services, economic development, and cultural revitalization. Broadly, our mission is to ensure that the individuals and families who live in the historically under-resourced communities that we serve, the majority of whom are Latino and Black, have access to integrated, trauma-informed, and culturally competent services that address their broad range of needs in a holistic and compassionate manner. Combined, we are comprised of over 100 affiliates with more than 2,700 employees across 6 different states and Puerto Rico. Our federally qualified health centers, FQHCs, and community health clinics provide fully integrated and trauma-informed primary care services to more than 14,000 patients of all ages throughout 7 sites. In 2020-2021, our FQHCs served as critical COVID-19 education, outreach, and vaccination hubs. In addition, thanks to CDC funding provided through the Unidos U.S. Esperanza Hope for All program, we developed a robust, multilingual campaign to tackle myths and misconceptions around COVID-19 vaccination amongst Latinos. As part of this campaign, titled Journey to Immunity, we developed 6 webisodes that have been widely shared and celebrated. Among other important milestones, this year we celebrated a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Ramon Vélez Health Center, which underwent a significant renovation and expansion project to include new, state-of-the-art pediatrics and women's health wings. We are also proud to report that our primary care arm, La Casa de Salud, was awarded nearly $4 million by the Health Resources and Services Administration to provide resiliency interventions for healthcare providers in the Bronx and Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, our 24/7 skilled nursing facility, Casa Promesa, which has a capacity to serve 108 vulnerable patients living with HIV/AIDS, is undergoing a beautification and improvements project that will consist of a full renovation. Our comprehensive behavioral health portfolio serves more than 11,000 individuals of all ages annually through outpatient mental health services, outpatient substance use and addiction treatment, detox and rehab, and residential care. In 2021-2022, this included a total of 9 mental health programs and 22 substance use programs and grants. Among other milestones, this year we celebrated the reopening of El Regreso Men's Residential in Brooklyn, a 54-bed residential treatment facility that had temporarily relocated its patients as it underwent significant renovations. The extensive improvements project was made possible by the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. We were also proud to celebrate the ribbon cutting of our newest outpatient treatment facility in Western New York, called the Safe Point Lighthouse. Through this clinic, Acacia Network is proud to continue expanding our footprint in New York State and to now serve Dunkirk, which boasts a growing Latino population and which, like many communities across the country, has suffered as a result of the ongoing opioid epidemic. We are excited to announce that Acacia Network was included in Affordable Housing Finance's list of top 50 affordable housing developers in 2021. This is a testament to our vision of healthy communities, which is deeply connected to high-quality, affordable housing. Acacia Network presently manages a portfolio of 1,860 units of affordable and supportive housing throughout 62 buildings in the Bronx and Manhattan, with an additional 2,434 units under development as part of joint ventures and 100 units as sole developer. Further, we serve approximately 800 individuals through our supportive housing division, with 15,000 plus social service encounters rendered annually. Among other milestones, this year we added 411 units of housing to our portfolio in East Harlem through our newest affiliate, El Barrio's Operation Fightback, and 249 units to our portfolio in the Bronx through Santa Ela Gardens, a mixed-use affordable housing complex developed in partnership with Phipps Houses. As one of the largest providers of transitional housing in New York City, Acacia Network is proud to partner with the New York City Department of Social Services and the Department of Homeless Services to provide an array of resources to individuals and families experiencing homelessness and housing insecurity. Through Acacia Network Housing, the division dedicated to homeless services, we serve roughly 13%, or 1 in 8 of all individuals in the New York City shelter system through approximately 40 transitional housing sites across 4 boroughs. This year, in response to the city's efforts to address street homelessness and the influx of migrants and asylum seekers, our transitional housing branch opened a welcome center, a street homeless assessment site, and 2 stabilization centers, as well as 9 sites for asylum seekers, with more soon to come. We are proud to be at the forefront of the city's efforts to welcome immigrants and provide the services and resources they need in order to settle into their new lives in the United States. This past year, Acacia Network and our affiliate, SEEDCO, provided workforce development and family support services to approximately 4,000 individuals in underserved communities across New York State, Maryland, Connecticut, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Georgia. SEEDCO continues to secure new funding opportunities, including the 3-year Health Kits contract in Tennessee and increased SNAP funding in Maryland. We are happy to report that SEEDCO moved into their new office space in Inwood, Washington Heights. Meanwhile, our newest affiliate, El Barrio's Operation Fightback in East Harlem, continued to provide pathways to economic mobility through its bilingual certified home health aid program. Through its Career Pathways program, El Barrio's Operation Fightback trains hundreds of individuals every year and helps them find employment as home health aides. Acacia Network's childcare, education, and youth development initiatives aim to provide high-quality educational and recreational programming for children and youth of all ages to ensure positive outcomes inside and outside of school. Every year, we engage approximately 5,000 families, including 2,600 kids between the ages of 3 and 18. We are proud to announce that during the summer of 2022, our Promesa Multicultural and Promesa Head Start programs held moving up ceremonies for their 3- and 4-year-old students. In total, 60 3-year-olds moved up to the next level, while a group of approximately 70 4-year-olds moved up to kindergarten. In addition, our Summer Youth Employment Program, operated through our affiliates ACDP and El Barrio's Operation Fightback, with funding from the New York City Department of Youth and Community Development, connected over 2,500 youth between the ages of 14 and 24, with summer employment opportunities around the city. Acacia Network and its affiliates serve thousands of mature adults ages 60 plus through older adult centers in the Bronx, Queens, and Manhattan, as well as upstate New York. Participants enrolled in our centers benefit from a variety of services and resources, including wellness checks, daily meals and recreational and wellness activities, and they gain valuable knowledge and skills through workshops and classes on a variety of topics. Our programs for older adults in New York City are supported by the New York City Department for the Aging, DFTA, and our programs in Buffalo are supported by the Erie County Department of Social Services. After a difficult 2020 in which we had to transition to virtual programming, 2021 marked the return to in-person activities. Among other milestones, we relaunched our Senior Days at Loisaida, returned to Puerto Rico for our annual holiday trip with older adults, and celebrated our first IPRHE Senior Prom in May of 2022. Acacia Network and our cultural affiliate, Loisaida Inc., offer year-round accessible arts and culture programming, employment and training opportunities, comprehensive youth development initiatives, senior and family services, as well as neighborhood revitalization and community development activities. This year, Loisaida launched initiatives in climate literacy and environmental justice, boosted its independent media production capabilities, recorded music, film, and delved in culinary arts while continuing to produce diverse original content for and by the community. We also continued to expand on our mission-driven initiatives, such as our arts and wellness programming in partnership with Acacia Network Housing, which provides arts workshops to our clients in our transitional housing sites. Among other key milestones, 2022 marked the 10th anniversary of the Loisaida Acacia affiliation and the 35th anniversary of our annual Loisaida Festival. This year's Loisaida Festival took back Avenue C during a full day of in-person and virtual arts programming, attracting more than 15,000 guests. Loisaida and Acacia have also broken ground on the much-anticipated construction of the Loisaida Teaching Commercial Kitchen, also known as La Cocina de Loisaida, which enable us to address food insecurity in our community and potentially serve as a new source of revenue. Through our network of Upstate affiliates, Acacia Network provides access to affordable and supportive housing, economic development, integrated healthcare and addiction treatment services, family support services, programs for youth and seniors, among other services. Hispanos Unidos de Buffalo provides comprehensive health, housing, and social services programs including affordable and supportive housing, rapid rehousing, primary and subspecialty care including HIV services, mental health and addiction treatment, health home and senior services, among others. In addition, we are proud to announce the upcoming completion of La Plaza de Virginia, a 46-unit affordable housing development for low-income seniors, which will include 14 supportive units. Meanwhile, our integrated mental health and substance use treatment programs in the Upstate and Western New York region, which are fully licensed by the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports, continue to tackle the opioid epidemic in underserved communities. These include Alba de Vida in Buffalo and Camino Nuevo in Albany, as well as our newest treatment facility, Safe Point Lighthouse in Dunkirk, which held its ribbon-cutting ceremony in March of 2022. Our Syracuse affiliate, the Spanish Action League, La Liga, continues to bridge the cultural and experiential gap for underserved communities, including the Latino population in the Syracuse area, by providing access to economic development and education programs, in addition to housing, family support, and language services, among other resources. Among other milestones, this year La Liga fully leased up its 6 two-bedroom apartments and continues to explore housing opportunities in Syracuse. La Liga also completed a SWOT analysis of its language interpretation program, thanks to a partnership with the Tufts University chapter of 180 Degrees Consulting. Our Albany affiliate, Capital District Latinos, has been busy this year in its efforts to address key quality of life indicators in the Capital District to serve the Latino community and other underserved populations in the area. As the only Latino-led organization in the Albany region that owns a standalone building where cultural, educational, and health-related services are provided, Capital District Latinos became a critical community hub in 2021-2022 for COVID-19 vaccination and education, holding multiple vaccine clinics on site and throughout the Capital District. They also celebrated the opening of the first culturally responsive food pantry in the Capital District. Plus, our footprint expanded to Rochester through the addition of our newest affiliate, Out of the Darkness. Throughout our 50-plus year trajectory, we have remained close to our Puerto Rican roots, both through initiatives involving the diaspora in New York City and throughout the mainland, as well as targeted efforts aimed at helping underserved communities across the island, particularly those most impacted by natural disasters and the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2012, Acacia Network expanded our footprint to the island of Puerto Rico through the development of an affordable housing project for seniors, which enabled us to become further rooted in the community. We expanded our presence to include emergency relief to underserved communities following Hurricane Maria and the subsequent earthquakes. In 2020, our local efforts pivoted to COVID-19 relief as the pandemic further exacerbated health and economic disparities across the island. We continued to build upon these efforts in 2021 and 2022 through collaborative initiatives to conduct meal deliveries to 20,000 plus households, as well as COVID-19 vaccination efforts and our Feriarte health fairs, which reached thousands of individuals across 20 plus municipalities. These are only a few ways in which Acacia Network made a difference over the past year. Become an Acacia ally today to help us do more in the communities that need us most. Estamos contando con ustedes. We are counting on you.